So tell us a wee bit about the band. It's Urbnri, and just last week there you were top 40
That's
and
it.
#1 Scottish charts.
First ever unsigned Scottish band in the top 40, so it's a wee bit of history in the making there.
Still can't believe it ourselves, kind of.
Now you're Irish, you're not Scottish, but what's your link to this boy here?
Well, we're cousins, first cousins. His mum, my dad, brother and sister. And he recruited me over from Ireland to join the band. Me and my two brothers in the band as well. So he wrote some songs in jail, asked him, do you want to start a band? And my wee brother was already in a band, so at least one of us knew something about music, so and that's pretty much it.
You just went for it, really. So how long, when did you all kind of start this out then?
Well, when I was in jail at the time and I'd wrote the songs, when I got out, I still didn't start really starting a band or anything. I just had wrote down some words to songs. I couldn't play guitar, and I'd even played guitar before or anything like that. So it was another couple of years after that until I started learning guitar. I got this guy in with me. He wrote a few chords for the songs, but it was right into kind of Oasis and more or less ripping off Oasis kind of. So I wasn't into that anyway. So I think my girlfriend got me a guitar for my 21st birthday. So then I started playing that. So when I was 21, the first time I picked up a guitar. So I'm 24 now. So about 3 years ago, picked up a guitar. After I'd done that, I got Eamon across. I first got Eamon across to play the bass. But then Eamon said he wanted to do the drums, so we got my drum kit. It's still lying there, 4-year-old or 3-year-old. And Eamon started learning the drums. So it was just me.
From scratch.
Just from scratch, the two of us. So we're just two of us learning together. I used to get people down to listen and they used to go, "These are terrible." They just exactly play. But after a while, we got Kev and Liam across, and they formed the rest of the band. And I mean, honestly, it was about a month later, they'd done a big spread in the Daily Record about us, just saying it's going to be massive and all that. There's loads of people talking about it. People came down to the gigs, record company people and all that. And that was only after about a month I played my first gig. So we did a lot of underground gigs for a while, just building up the hype and that. Into the studio, recorded the album more or less, recorded loads of songs for the album, and then it's all just started from there.
You were in jail for some of the people who haven't read the press on you. Yeah. Can you explain a wee bit about why you were there? I mean, people have branded you a drug dealer, they branded you a killer, so you say it straight from the horse's mouth.
It was straight from the horse's mouth. There was a guy, he was just out of jail when he was saying he was after me, things get a hand and all, and I just thought I have to do something before he does something to me, so that's what happened. I got jailed for shooting the guy. When I went to the High Court, the guy didn't turn up, so I get not guilty for that. But that was it, that's the end of the story.
So was it the lifestyle that you were involved in?
Definitely it was. I mean, I wasn't innocent anyway. I mean, he was after me for doing something, and then this and that. When he got out of jail, he said he was going to kill me, so I thought I have to get there first, and that's what happened.
And what's the deal with the drugs thing? Did that come into it as well?
Well, that's what it's kind of all about. It's a kind of drug-related crime, and that. I mean, I was involved in drugs. That guy was involved in drugs and things like that. But I mean, don't do anything like that now. I've run a bit in a gang and just getting in trouble all the time, and that's not the trouble cut out with me. But at the end of the day, once I got out of jail, I clean backed up, and that's me. Doing a band now. That's been a good 5 years or something like that ago. So
I heard Eamon co-write some of the songs with you, though, don't you?
Yep.
Eamon?
Aye.
So how do you sort of divvy that out?
Well, family's kind of all into music. See, like back in Ireland, they were all into music, but I was never really into it until I came over here. And when he was always playing his guitar, he gave me a wee guitar that he used to play on. So I just started trying to play that, because I was supposed to go over and play the bass first of all, but I didn't even know what a bass was. When I've seen it with 4 strings, I've never seen that before in my life, like, you know. But as soon as I just started playing the guitar, trying to get used to the bass, I started picking up the guitar better, and I was just trying my best to write songs. And then I showed him one day, Colombian Flu, and he says, "We can do this, you know."
And things really took off for you when you met up with songwriter John McLaughlin, is that right?
See, to tell the truth, I mean, really, it was. I mean, I was writing the songs, I still had them in. I made a couple of CDs, and it was just the two of us at the time. He'd done the drums, I recorded all the rest. I'd done the bass and everything on it. And then through a friend of a friend, it got to John. So once John heard it, John phoned me up to the studio, and I mean, I still wasn't planning doing this. I wasn't planning doing it. I was just making a CD for my mates, listening to that, and all, listening to the story. That's about that time that happened. And then when John McLaughlin heard it, he kind of got me up to the studio and said, "Look, I think this could be the best thing I've ever had to work with." So that's when I kind of said, "Right, you know what, that's it, I'm going to go for it."
John doesn't mince his words.
Yeah, that's it, man. Well, sometimes you want to prove people wrong, but sometimes you want to prove people right as well. So John was going down to London telling people this one with the biggest band, it's the Sex Pistols and all that, so I want to prove them right, you know what I mean?
So the thing is, you're unsigned at the moment as such, but you've got a publishing deal, so how does that all work out?
Well, the way it worked out with that was, the way he got offered to was John McLaughlin offered us a publishing deal. He was offered a record deal at first, but we weren't too keen on taking the record. We were wanting to, I didn't want to get tied down anywhere. We still thought, we're just going to bring it one single and see how it goes. I mean, we were proved right to do that, but with the publishing deal, we never took the record deal off them, so the publishing deal, we said, well, if that was on the table, we'd take it. And that's what it included, is recording the songs up the studio for free, but they take 30% of the royalties for paying for the recording. I said, 30% of nothing as far as I was concerned, because the songs weren't in at the time, so that's it. So, I mean, it was a fair deal. We got to record all the songs for free, more or less for free, and he gets the publishing on them all. So he gets a wee, if we go big,
Excellent.
He gets a wee skin at it.
And since then, I mean, have you not had some bigger companies chasing after you?
Well, that's it. Well, I mean, the other night at the gig we did in a Classic Grand Saturday night, I mean, there was about 5 record labels there, and they're all offering record deals now. But see, because Young Free and Simple did so well now, we're getting greedy. We're going to always bring the next song out ourselves. When the plan was bring one song out, we knew we could hit the top 40. I mean, we were surprised when it made it, but we really thought, secretly we thought, we're confident it would do it. So then now we're going to bring a second song out now, so that's it. We're going to get a video made out right this time, because obviously we got that song out there, and we forgot about a video. So the box and the hits is phoned up saying that you're in the top 40 to play a video, and we said, we've not even got one. The only thing we made a video for was YouTube, and I think I was a bit crazy for the box and the hits and all that, so...
Yeah, just a quick word about the album. You were saying it's obviously early days, you're not signed, you're probably going to stay independent, but the album, tell me what you're planning to do with that.
Well, hopefully, as soon if Back Me Up it does as well as we hope, top 10 hit or something like that, we're going to, as soon as, just get the album, as soon as it's finally mastered, get it on the internet straight away, on iTunes, whatever, get it on so people can get it straight away. And then we're planning, because we've recorded 22 songs, we're planning to do a debut double album, the first ever band, so another wee bit of history for us. So that's the next plan.
Brilliant, guys, that sounds great. Thanks very much, Kev Tait and Eamon Cairns from Urbnri.
Thanks to you, Bev. Big kiss.
Nice one. Did I get the same from you?